Shalom Yeladim. Let's continue learning about Chodesh Tamuz. Today we're going to talk about the first Beit HaMikdash and the second Beit HaMikdash. The first Beit HaMikdash was built by Shlomo HaMelech. Do you know who Shlomo was? Shlomo was the son of David HaMelech. Now, when the Yidden built the first Mishkan, do you remember how they got all their materials? They brought it with them from Mitzrayim. Remember? And all the people brought Moshe Rabbeinu their wood and their gold and their silver and their jewelry and their material. But when Shlomo HaMelech built the first Beit HaMikdash, he did not call the Yidden to come and bring materials. A little different. He went to a neighboring king called Hiram. Hiram, the king of Tzor. Why did he need his help? Because he had beautiful, majestic cedar trees. More beautiful than any trees that he would find in his area. So he asked the help of Hiram to give him trees to build the beautiful, beautiful Beit HaMikdash. He wanted it to be so very special. Hiram was very happy to help. He had woodcutters. He had big, heavy delivery men. And slowly, all these big pieces of wood were brought to build a beautiful Beit HaMikdash. And as soon as the building was finished, then Shlomo put all the kelim back into the Beit HaMikdash just the way they should be. This was the first time the Yidden had a house of Hashem that wasn't a traveling Mishkan. From now on, the house of Hashem was going to be there for many, many years and not be moved around. There were korbanot. The Levim took care on the outside. The Kohanim took care on the inside. It was a tremendous bracha for Klal Yisrael. It was amazing. But slowly, the Yidden started making mistakes. And instead of doing what Hashem wanted from them, they started making Hashem angry. What did they do? They started killing for no reason. They started davening to dollies, stone and wood. We call them idols. And they did not respect husbands and wives, abbas and imas, to be together. Hashem was so disappointed. He said, I can't be with you anymore. I'm going to give you a chance to do tshuva. I'm going to bring a mighty army from Bavel with an emperor called Nebuchadnezzar. And he is going to come and make you trouble. But the Yidden didn't do tshuva. And Hashem let Nebuchadnezzar come into the city of Yerushalayim, burn the Beit HaMikdash, and take many, many people away to Bavel as prisoners. They couldn't live in Yerushalayim anymore. The Yidden realized that they made a big mistake. So they started to do tshuva. Do you know when that tshuva was? That tshuva came on Purim. Klal Yisrael realized that they needed to turn to Hashem so Haman wouldn't destroy. They knew who was going to save them. They were so happy to do the mitzvot, as if they were given to them from brand new. La Yehudim haisa ora v'simcha v'sason. It was amazing. When Hashem saw that the Yidden returned to him, that's what tshuva means. Tshuva means lashuv, to return. That they did not want to be far away anymore. Hashem said, okay, I'm going to give you another chance. We're going to build another Beit HaMikdash. And so, 70 years after the first Beit HaMikdash, another Beit HaMikdash was built in the time of Zerubbabel. But it's really known as Herod's Beit HaMikdash. He was the one who helped to build it. And it was also wonderful. But this time, after a little while, the Yidden also made a mistake. A mistake that made Hashem disappointed. They started not being respectful and kind to one another. Not being kind to their friends. Speaking Lashon Hara. Not worrying about somebody else's feelings. Insulting. Not being b'shalom. Hashem said, I cannot be with you if you cannot be b'shalom. I cannot be with you if you are not one, Klal Yisrael, taking care of each other. I'm going to have to leave my Beit HaMikdash again, my house again, because it is not shalem. It's not complete. There is no shalom. When you, the Yidden, can show me that you are b'shalom, that's when I will build another Beit HaMikdash. And the third Beit HaMikdash Hashem promises, that is going to be a Beit HaMikdash that will never ever be destroyed again. HaKadosh Baruch Hu loves us. We sometimes make mistakes. Do you ever make a mistake? But you know what? When you make a mistake, your Abba and your Ima forgive you. When we make a mistake, HaKadosh Baruch Hu is our Abba, and He forgives us too. But we need to learn our lesson. There are mitzvot that we do that are between us and Hashem. There are mitzvot that we do between us and our friends. We need both of them. In the first Beit HaMikdash, we weren't so great at the mitzvot between us and Hashem. We were great in the mitzvot between us and our friends. But that wasn't good enough. We needed both. When we did tshuva, we had both. And Hashem built us another Beit HaMikdash. But in the second Beit HaMikdash, we were great in the mitzvot between us and Hashem. But we were not so good in the mitzvot between us and our friends. That wasn't good enough. Now, Hashem is waiting for us to get it right. We have to be great in the mitzvot between us and Hashem and between us and our friends. And when we are, Hashem will build us a magnificent Beit HaMikdash. He'll build it for us, and it will just be here. So let's work on our mitzvot during the month of Tamuz and later in Av. When we remember the two Batei Mikdash that we had, let's remember and let's do what Hashem wants from us so that He'll build us a new Beit HaMikdash really, really soon.